Yes. So some of you say series, some of you say parallel. Okay, nanti kita tengok which one is the best answer. Okay, so the objective today is to analyze serial and parallel circuit, series and parallel circuit. Yeah. So you should be able to identify series and parallel circuit. You should be able to electrical devices in a circuit can be arranged in either series or parallel circuit. You know this one. But this one, determine how the lights are arranged. Here, these are the lights. So do you think the lines are arranged in parallel and series? So the answer is in parallel. Okay. Why do you think it's best to arrange them in parallel? So there must be a reason why. Okay, before we look at the reason ataupun look at the advantage, so this is again series circuit. Okay, so last time, did you remember I asked you to draw in the at the whiteboard, small mini whiteboard, kan? Remember last time in the class?
Yes.
Okay, and some of you, some of you went forward and showed your result, your drawing. Okay, so this one, when we say series circuit, that means electrical devices arranged next to each other. Now, the current flows through the same path. Thus, each device uses the same amount of current. So, this is important. Okay, now, so look at this. So, we have looked at this actually during the class. The aim is to study current, voltage and resistance in a series circuit. And then, what do you think the values of ammeter at A, B, C, D? Okay, which one is higher or greater or they are the same? Reading of ammeter at A compared to reading of ammeter at B, ammeter at C, and ammeter at D. If I ask you to write a symbol in between them, so what symbol you will write? So symbol yang you boleh guna sama ada equal, less than or more than. Okay? So when you have series circuit, the conclusion you can make, conclusion about the current. What is it? Current will be equal anywhere. Okay? Okay, so I is the symbol for current. Just now I use A symbol for ammeter. Ammeter tu object ataupun instrument, measure instrument. Do you have your notebook in front of you? Okay, write down. Okay, what you will find out. Okay, number 2. What will happen to the bulbs in the series circuit if one of the bulb is removed? So now let's say focus kat sini ya. Okay, now look at A. At A, so what do you think will happen if M ni saya tarik keluar? What happened to the circuit?
The bulb will be brighter.
Saya tak sambungkan wire, I don't change ammeter or whatsoever. I just remove M. What happened to N? Will N be brighter? Yeah.
Metal tu dia tak nyala.
Yes, excellent. Who said that? Okay, saya tak perasan lah siapa yang cakap tadi ya. So ada orang yang jawab WhatsApp, ada yang type juga tak boleh load whitebook. Okay, the circuit will be incomplete. Betul Faiz, the circuit will be incomplete. So what happen when the circuit will be incomplete and will not light up. So it will not light up anymore. Okay. Alright. So that's the conclusion for series circuit. Now, so this is the conclusion. Okay, so for series circuit, okay, current is equal everywhere. So voltage, okay, voltage plus 1 plus voltage 2 will equals to V, and resistance R equals to R1 plus R2. Okay, now you need to know the advantages and disadvantages of having circuit in series. So the main path is divided into more than one branches. Okay, so if you carry out activities, okay, you do this. So what's the reading I2? Pak kan? If you observe the diagram sekarang, what do you see? Any difference on the reading of current?
No.
Yeah.
Actually yang satu tu
Okay. So actually, the current 3.62 is the I total. Okay. Right. So kita ada I total. Okay, let's see kita this one, yang ni I1. Yang bottom I2. Now, can someone write an equation to relate IT, I1 and I2? What's the relationship? Make an equation. You can use symbol plus, minus, divide, times, equal.
I1 plus I2 equals to IT.
Okay, well done. Okay, so now you get I1 plus I2 equals to
IT.
T. So dapat. So that is the conclusion we want to make. Textbook yang C ni dia ask kita the textbook have this diagram. Okay, and then bab M, and then we have bab N, so let's see what happened. What is the value of V1 and V2? So where is my voltmeter? So this is my voltmeter V1. So where should I?
Bab
Bab. So what's the reading?
18.
18. Okay. So that is V1. So jot that down in your notebook. So V1 equals to 18 volts. Now let's see what happened at V2. What's the reading? What's the reading?
18.
18 also. Okay. Now, what if we place it at the at the battery? Battery. Yeah. So what was the reading?
18.
18 as well. So actually, if you place the voltage, okay, parallel to the dry cell, so that is actually you are measuring the voltage, the total voltage. So what conclusion can we make? Right? So these are the conclusions. So this one, the voltage. Okay. Kita dah tengok ni tadi. So series, we have to add them. But in parallel, they are all the same. Agree?
Yes.
Alice? Okay. Alice, are you here? Okay, next, resistance. Okay, now about resistance. Okay. Before we talk about resistance, let's talk about the voltage tadi. Okay, voltage and current. Current pun kita dah tengok. Now, we combine current and voltage. Now, tengok ni So ni, series circuit. Voltage like this. But for series, current I1 equals to I2 equals to I3. Betul?
Betul.
And then we know that V equals to IR. Remember? Okay. Now, we know this. We have agreed on that. And then we know that V equals to IR. Therefore, here instead of VI, saya tukarkan, I place IR here. Do you understand? I make a circles. Okay, the circles tu I substituted. I substitute V sebabkan V tu equals to IR. So I substitute IR here, here and here. Understand?
Yes.
Okay, and then V here also can also be substitute with IR. And then we have agreed that this now I equals to I equals to I. Betul?
Betul.
Therefore, kalau mathematics, awak ada IR equals to IR1 plus IR2 plus IR3. You can factorize the I. Mathematics, remember? About factorization. Dah belajar kan?
Dah.
Okay, and then you can cancel I. Betul tak?
Betul.
Because they are equal. Therefore, you are left with a formula R equals to R1 plus R2 plus R3. So, this is the formula for resistance. Okay, so for series circuit, resistance, you just need to add them up. However, for parallel circuit, a little bit tricky. Okay, you ada formula ni. Okay, 1 over R total equals to 1 over R1 plus, ni salah ni, bukan equal. Siapa ni? Plus 1 over R2 plus 1 over R3. Okay, ni salah bukan plus, bukan equal, plus. Okay, dah solid dah nota?
Dah.
Okay, thank you Farha. So, just to check parallel circuit, the electrical wiring system in our homes is connected in parallel. For example, all the lights at home are connected in parallel to ensure every light gets the same voltage. Okay, and then the current flows from the main power supply to the circuit is controlled by a distribution panel. Okay, and then so this is okay, kat tadi awak dah tengok formula-formula. Okay, for series I total equals to I1 equals to I2 equals to I3. Kalau ada 3 lah. Kalau ada 2 sajalah. V total equals to, help me, V1
Equals V2.
is it equal? Series
Plus.
plus. Okay. Okay. Now, so keep this in mind. Figure 1 shows circuit with power supply of 12 volts connected in series with resistors 2 ohms, 4 ohms and 6 ohms. Calculate the effective resistance of the circuit. Okay, who wants to answer?
R1 plus R2 plus R3.
Thank you. Farha itu, kan?
Liana.
Liana. Okay, thank you Liana. Well done. So R1 is what? 4, R3.
C.
So you just add them. So we get 12. What's the symbol? What's the unit? Ohm.
Ohm.
Okay, so very easy. Now, what about the value of I? I is current. What is the current? Make conclusion, I will be equal everywhere. Kan? I sini should be equals to I2, should be equals to I1, should be equals to the I total. However, we don't know I total, we don't know I1, we don't know I2, we don't know I3. So what formula can we use? Formula
Voltage over resistance.
V equals to? Lah, kita nak V total, I total, R total. Do you know R total?
R total 12.
Okay. Do you know the I total? No, you don't. That is the one that you want. Do you know the V total?
12.
Okay, good. So, tolong tepuk tangan saja. Tolonglah jawab. Okay, so we substitute. V total berapa? I total. Okay, sebelum kita substitute, kita rearrange. Sekarang kita nak I. So, I equals to V total over R total. And then you know V total which is 12 volt. And we know R total is 12 ohms. So 12 divided by 12, that gives us 1. So what is the unit of current? Ampere. So dapatlah jawapan 1 ampere.
1 ampere.
Okay. So that's how easy the answer is. Okay. So tadi dapat jawapan 12 volt and current, kita guna formula tadi tu. Okay. Right. Next question. Figure shows an electric circuit with current flow of 0.5. Nampak tak 0.5 tu? So this one is I total or I1 or I2? I1 ke I2 ke I3 ke I total yang 0.5 ni?
I total.
Okay, meters yang are in parallel to the resistors. Okay, determine the value of V1. Okay, so what is V1? Formula apa nak guna? V1 equals to? Kenapa semua senyap? V1 equals to?
2.
Sabar. Okey, sabar. Okey, awak dah kira Saya nak tanya formula apa nak guna.
IR.
R12. So, what's the answer?
2.
0.5 times 2. 1. So buat soalan nak V total. So what's the V total?